Hey, Shalom Akim, Shalom, Shalom. All right. This is your brother Zachariah Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, coming back with another lesson through the Spirit. And Lord willing, this be edifying to the Lord's elect, quick and to the point. All right. And before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto our power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Wachaha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well. Shalom to the Akim out there that's pushing the truth, that's laboring in the word, and that's pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to the Akwath that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes, all right, that's scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. To you Israelite foreigners out there who live among the heathen and who look like those heathen nations. But your lineage goes back to the progenitors of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel through the line of your fathers. I want to say peace and blessings to you all, Barakatham. All right, so I was listening to this exceptional lesson, you know what I'm saying? I love this lesson that was being made by the beloved priest Kwawa Ibad out of Houston, Texas, you know what I'm saying? And it truly sparked my spirit, you know what I'm saying? All right. Because we could very well be out of here very, very soon. I mean, within months, as we say all the time, beginning with our apostles, bishops, and elders on down, all right, that we're counting down the months. You know what I'm saying? We counting down the months as Yahushai through the spirit that he placed on the apostle Tahar, you know what I'm saying? As he coined each and every year, you know what I'm saying? Each and every year. And the time has been going faster. All right. Things have been escalating, things have been moving, you know what I'm saying? The theme of the years, or the what's the word? The flow of the years through the spirit, you know what I'm saying, have been in tandem with what the elder apostle, all right, coins these years, you know what I'm saying? So, truly the Lord is working with this man, all right, and he's working with the men of Great Millstone, the men of GMS, all right, as they are a company of prophets. You see what I'm saying? And those of us of the likewise doctrine, you know what I'm saying, who move in the same spirit through sincerity. You see what I'm saying? And so we are at that time where the Lord is speeding everything up. All right. Things are in their proper place. And we are about to get up out of here, man. All right. So I highly recommend that you watch this video. All right. The beloved priest's lesson. He said, the title is, Can we actually be saved within months? Yes, it happened with the first Egypt. All right. And he goes into he goes into a very well put together, you know what I'm saying, point of different bullet points that's been made. He was having a conversation with ChatGPT, and ChatGPT was actually confirming, okay, the things that was being said. Why? Because these numbers, or shall I say these dates and whatnot, they correlate with the scriptures. You see what I'm saying? So the scriptures confirm things. You see, this is why you don't have to marry anything with the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this in Isaiah chapter 34, verse 16. It reads, Seek ye out of the book of the Lord Yahweh and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them. All right? And so, as the times are speeding up, as I said, we can clearly see it, and even the the everyday ordinary person can see that the days are going by swiftly. I mean, we're already past July. We're already in July. You know what I'm saying? So we're halfway through the whole year. All right? Halfway through the year, and it feels like the year just started and so much happened. You see what I'm saying? So much happened. As the saying goes, um, there are years. Let's see how's the saying go? Uh, there are years where weeks happen, and there are weeks where years happen. I believe that's how the saying goes. Let me see if I can get that. All right, I want to be correct. All right, bear with me, bear with me. Quote by Russian. Was it Russian historian? Let's try that. Bear with me, bear with me. All right. So this is from Vladimir Lenin. All right, from Vladimir Lenin. And the quote says, there are there are decades where nothing happens. Right? It says there are decades where nothing happens, and there are weeks where decades happen. All right. So, that's the saying from the historian Lenin, Vladimir Lenin. You know what I'm saying? And that's a very powerful quote. You know what I'm saying? Because here it is now. We are clearly seeing these things, okay, playing out. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing these things play out. So again, there are decades where nothing happens, and there are weeks where decades happen. You see what I'm saying? And this is where we're at. We're in the time where decades are literally happening within weeks. You know what I'm saying? World War is on the table. You know what I'm saying? Esau's system is falling apart. His whole image is scrutinized and put on Front Street. You see what I'm saying? All these different things, so many things are happening within just weeks and months. You see what I'm saying? So it's not at all far fetched to understand, all right, that we could be out of here within months. You see what I'm saying? To the ordinary person, it would seem extremely out of the ordinary to suggest that America, or even state that America could possibly be, you know what I'm saying, nuked within months. You see? But literally, how much has happened within just 5 months? For the first time ever, the United States has had open war with Iran. All right? For the first time, America has been made to look completely weak and vulnerable before the world stage. It don't matter what the hell that nigga Trump want to say on the podium. That it don't matter what he wants to say. All right? Iran did not grovel before the feet of America. It was the other way around. And he himself, you see what I'm saying? This is what he is, man. He goes around and he does rally speeches, but when he goes before these G7 countries, you know what I'm saying? G7 countries, I should say. What does he say? He says He says we had to get a deal. We had to get a deal because within 4 weeks we'll run out of fuel. We'll run out of this and that. You see what I'm saying? It'll be bedlam and all that type of stuff, man. All right. And so, we can clearly see that all these prophecies are taking place, as the priest has said. You know what I'm saying? We're not waiting for the MOTB, you know what I'm saying, to show up. It's already here. It's already here. We're already seeing the subdermal device being implanted. You see what I'm saying? Within people. We're already seeing that. We're already seeing it. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, China just beat Elon Musk in making the first commercial use of a brain implant. You see what I'm saying? So the system is already here. Okay? All we're waiting for is that one big event. That one big event that they're going to use in order to steamroll this thing. All right? And as they've been unaliving all these scientists and physicists, you know what I'm saying, different high-ranking officials in NASA and whatnot, in the military. Okay, as we're seeing them doing this, clearly we can surmise that they are coming with that big black swan event. Okay, they're preparing for it. They're preparing for it. They gathered all these pastors together to prepare to give their congregation an answer when it comes, and they're getting the narrative together already. You see what I'm saying? They're getting the narrative together. So we can see this thing happening within months, man. All right. People are pissed off at America. Nobody trusts America anymore. This whole thing with these Jeffrey files. All right. They came, they went. You know what I'm saying? The world knows now. All right. And it doesn't matter what type of what's the word? It doesn't matter what type of coping mechanism that you use, you know what I'm saying, to try and delude yourself to the reality that you see. It's happening. And everyone can see it. So this is Matthew chapter 24. All right. Let's go to verse 7. It says, as a matter of fact, let's hit verse 6. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows." And we're starting to see these things, man. Earthquakes all over the place. And we're talking about real devastating ones now. Truly devastating ones. All right. You're looking at what happened in Venezuela. You know what I'm saying? The tribe of Asher is in trouble. And now the Amalekites are in there. You see what I'm saying? You look at what's going on in Cuba right now. The Manassites are in trouble. The tribe of Manasseh is in trouble. You see what I'm saying? They're in a blackout. A complete blackout. All right? So this is Jacob's trouble. This is Jacob's trouble. And we're seeing it begin with the northern tribes. And they're making their way to the southern tribes. You see what I'm saying? You so-called Negroes, West Indians, Haitians. You see what I'm saying? This dude, Trump, all right, nigga gets right up there on Mount Rushmore, and he says that anyone who disagrees with him are Marxists. Anyone who disagrees with him, anyone who has a problem with how he's running things. You see where we're at? This ain't going to take very long. It's not going to take long at all. All right, we're waiting for just a few more prophecies to play out, man. All right, Matthew 24:14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. You see what I'm saying? Then shall the end come. But the word had to be preached. The word had to be spoken, and the word has been spoken. You see what I'm saying? The word has been spoken by his prophets. Okay, the men of the Lord, beginning with our apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone on down. All right. Let's go here. Let's get, I believe that's Job 9:4. John 9:4. All right. So this is the book of John, chapter 9, verse 4. It reads, I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day. The night cometh when no man can work. And we're coming to that time, man. All right. The night is here. The night is here, man. Okay. They passed the bill, the C-9 bill in Canada. You see what I'm saying? After the things that Trump said at Mount Rushmore, that was a clear declaration, all right, that the prophets are that the persecution is coming, man. They're coming after the prophets very soon. They're coming after the prophets very soon. Okay? And they're coming after all the tribes here in America. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians, you Israelites are in trouble. You see what I'm saying? So the prophets have done the work. The prophets have sent out the warnings. All right? These devils are about to make their move. Again, I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day. The night cometh when no man can work. You see what I'm saying? I was listening to the beloved brothers out of California, headed by Elder Mawatazak. All right? And they was holding camp. And one of the things that the brother said, I believe it was Elder Micah Allah, he said, you know, when this big event happens, when all this shit go down, we're not gonna be out there no more. We're not gonna be out there prophesying and preaching no more, man. We're not doing it. You see what I'm saying? The Lord is going to remove us from the scene. All right? The Lord is going to remove us from the scene. As a matter of fact, let me get that real quick. Let's go to all right. Let's see. Let's go to Ezekiel. And let's hit chapter 3. All right, Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 26. It reads, and I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb, and shalt not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house. The Lord is going to stop us from giving the warnings. The Lord is going to stop us from speaking these words to you. The Lord is going to stop us from being able to freely do these lessons and open up these scriptures and edify you and all that stuff and exhort you and rebuke you. You see what I'm saying? The Lord's going to remove all of that. The same way he removed Noah from the scene, he's going to remove his prophets from the scene in this time. You see what I'm saying? Then shall the prudent man keep silence, right? Let's go to Amos. All right, Amos chapter 5, verse 13. Therefore, the prudent shall keep silence in that time, for it is an evil time, and the times that we are coming into is going to be completely evil. Evil beyond measure. You are going to see these times, man. All right? And that's what Yahushua had warned about. So let's go back to Matthew chapter 24. And let's hit verse 21. It reads, "For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened." You see what I'm saying? And as I mentioned earlier, these days are being shortened. All right, we're already in July. You see what I'm saying? As today is July the 7th, 2026. And let me go back to that quote from Vladimir Lenin. Okay? He says there are decades where nothing happens, and there are weeks where decades happen. All right? Like we just saw the prophecy of Second Esdras, the 15th chapter, starting at the 28th verse. We just saw that play out. All right, we just saw that play out with the Persians. You see what I'm saying? We just saw that play out with the Persians, with the Carmenians, today known as the Iranians. We just saw it. Let me get that real quick. Second Esdras 15 and 28. "Behold, an horrible vision, and an appearance thereof from the east, when the nations of the dragons of Arabia will come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. Also the Carmenians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power." You see what I'm saying? The Carmenians, it's going into the Iranians. Those are the ancient Persians. You see what I'm saying? It says, "With great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Syrians. And then shall the dragons have the upper hand." All right, and them Carmenians, all right, those Persians most certainly had the upper hand. All right. It doesn't matter what Trump wants to say, okay, in front of the cameras. The world knows the truth. You see what I'm saying? The world knows the truth. Colonel Douglas McGregor had to say it. You know what I'm saying? All these different characters, man. Judge Napolitano. You know what I'm saying? All these people who are well versed in history and are well versed in current geopolitics. You see what I'm saying? So anyone with a clear clear understanding and has the guts to admit it will say that America, all right, clearly and decisively lost this war. You see what I'm saying? And that's the craziest thing, because they never declared it to be a war in the first place, and yet soldiers died. Hundreds of billions of dollars were lost. Infrastructure was destroyed. Over $1 trillion worth of military installations were destroyed in West Asia. You see what I'm saying? They had the upper hand, and we just saw that play out. It says, "Remembering their nature, and if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them." You know what I'm saying? And all these so-called Arab nations, all right, they're joining forces with Iran. Okay, they're joining forces to protect Lebanon. They're about to join forces to protect Gaza and all that. You see what I'm saying? We're watching prophecy playing out. All right. I don't know if you see this on the screen right now. You should see it. The video from Remnant Saved 144 by the elder Yashawamba. All right, out of Dallas, Texas. You know what I'm saying? And what? NATO is holding the summit in Turkey. NATO is holding the summit in Turkey. Now, of course, prophecy states that these NATO allies are going to turn against America. They're going to turn against the whore. You see what I'm saying? They're going to turn against the whore. This is the beast that the whore rides upon, which is NATO. And they're meeting in Turkey. And it says that the beast shall hate the whore. So prophecy is playing out, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't have much time left here. All right. Let me end this off. All right. In the book of Job. And once again, I highly recommend that you watch this video from the beloved brother Khwara Abad, the priest. All right, this is his channel, GMS Spiritual Temple 2. Subscribe and be edified, man. And this is his video. Can we actually be saved within months? Yes, it happened with the first Egypt. Let's go to Job. All right. Real quick. Job chapter... Job chapter 14. All right, Job chapter 14 and 5. It says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds, that he cannot pass. All right. So I pray this lesson was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. This has been your brother Zakaria Allah, branched down here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. In closing, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachaha Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well or who teach well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.